prediction of the outcome of the 2017 election still remain an uncertain affair given the dynamic change of the country's political landscape. But political researcher Kennedy Akidiva continued to insist how Raila Odinga will take Kenyans to the promised land. And talk about promised land, Akidiva, the exegete, today chose to start his startling revelation by evoking the emotive land issue. President Uhuru Kenyatta is a very clever man, according to Akidiva.
It's talking about this fourth king being rich. How is he getting its riches? We look at the book of Ezekiel chapter 28 from verse 3. It says that it compares him with another person, another ruler called Daniel. Then it says, you are wiser than Daniel. By the strength and wisdom, you have gotten wealth through tradings. So this person, he is into trading. By his businesses, and he knows how to do business. He has many businesses, and through that business is how he's getting money.
The political researcher claims that it is written in the Bible that President Uhuru Kenyatta will cover up injustices by his late father Mzee Jomo Kenyatta.
Harambe!
The TGRC report had mentioned President Jomo Kenyatta as one of the individuals who committed land injustices, findings that are still shrouded in uncertainty by the Uhuru administration.
Despite the fact that he knew about the scriptures, when he became president, he started doing things contrary to the scriptures. Why? Because in the book of Proverbs, verse 10, it tells us that it talks about the land. You are not supposed to encroach on the land of the fatherless or to take land from your own people. You see, but that is what Kenyatta did. But why is it that God didn't punish him? There is a word in the First Kings. We must check First Kings chapter 11, verse 11 and 12. This is where the word says that I will punish you because you've done contrary to my words, but not during your time. I'll do it at the time of your son. Get the point?
NASA leader Raila Odinga has for long used the TGRC report as a campaign tool against President Uhuru in areas said to be marginalized in the country.
Responsibility number one for Uhuru Kenyatta, according to the scriptures, as the Jubilee man, was to do what? To correct the mistakes of his father. To do what? To return the land that was taken from people, to return it to them. And this question arose even during the presidential debates, which he didn't take it seriously. But he said it is not him, but it is father.
Now, according to Akidiva, President Uhuru has in the 4 years in power gone against the biblical mandate given to him.
His responsibility was to restore. Jubilee means restoration. Therefore, he's not being punished for the sins of the father, but he's being punished for not, as the Jubilee man of the year, for not returning that. Yes.
The several corruption mega scandals that have rocked the Jubilee regime are attributed to the inner circle within the administration.
The book of Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12, it says, when a ruler listens to bad advice, the whole administration becomes corrupt. Now, right now we have a corrupt administration simply because them that are ruling are listening to advices that are not wise.
According to the exegesis done by Akidiva, President Uhuru Kenyatta was not chosen to rule for long.
How long is he going to be there? What prediction that the Bible has concerning the future? Now, we realize the Bible says in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, from verse 24, it says that it shall not be the same. It shall never be the same. And it goes ahead and says, remove the diadem, and him that is high, abase him, and him that is low, exalt him. Then it says, I I'm going to overturn. It shall never be the same as it was. I'll wait until the one who deserves, then I give it to him. Yes, the Bible knew he'll become to be the fourth president. He will defeat the ICC cases. But now it is telling us what? He should not stay long.
The signs of President Uhuru not retaining power cropped out way earlier since the two Mugumo tree felling incidences in Nyeri County, which is a sign that there will be a shift in power.
Is it just a myth, or is it written somewhere in the scriptures? It is in the scriptures. We look at the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 2. When the cedar falls, it means the mighty are spoiled. It means those who are ruling, yes, they are spoiled. And it means God is going to take power from them. It is clearly mentioned there.
Akidiva alleges that when gospel singer Bahati unseated Uhuru, it was a sign that the two will be spewed from the throne by Kenyans.
It's not normal to unseat the president, sit on his seat. It's not normal. In fact, that time there was a public approval of that thing. But this was a sign that God was speaking. And in fact, when Bahati told them to dance to a certain tune, where he was asking them to put one leg ahead, they were unable. It means the gospel will keep a barrier whereby even if they will want to go further than that, it will be not possible.
Away from land injustices and other undoings, Akidiva tells us that political exegesis is said to be critical in numbers. He says the president was born on the 26th October, the same period when Hillary Clinton, U.S. Democratic candidate, was born. This is a special code.
Hillary was born on October 26th. Uhuru Kenyatta was born on October 26th. When you go to South Korea, October 26th, this is the date that first president died. That's the date that he was assassinated. So this October 26th is appearing in the three countries. It's appearing in America through Hillary being rejected. That has been explained in the scriptures. Then it appears in Kenya, this fourth son, who is ruling during the time of our son also is ruling in the north, happens to be born the same date, October 26th. When we go to South Korea, that date, October 26th, that is the date that Park Chung-hee was assassinated.
NASA presidential candidate Raila Odinga has used the mantra of Joshua who will lead Kenyans to Canaan, which is nothing unprecedented according to the scriptures.
As much as we are trying to do our own ways to maneuver there, but at the end of the day, it is the scripture that will carry the day.
Of course, President Uhuru losing in the 2017 polls cannot be taken as the final truth. But what if he retains power come August 8th? Worse still, many theories have come before and they have failed. Many will be asking, all these theories suffer the same predicament.
I talked about the US and about Trump based on the scriptures, because I am not basing my argument on anything else. The Bible is the basis, and the Bible is the word of truth. The question is, if it happened in America concerning Trump, it has happened in South Korea concerning that president, what will make it not to happen to Kenya? And the word has been given.
Political exegesis normally base their research on the Bible, but since Kenya is a country that has diverse religions, how will this study be taken within the non-Christian population?
I do not only base my study on the Bible only. I also read other books like this, the Quran. And when you read the Quran, in the second book, the second surah called Al-Baqarah, it says clearly, the message to Muhammad is like telling him, go and tell your people to believe in what I have brought down to you, and also believe in what was given before you. That is the Torah and the Injili.
Join me, Irene Mwangi, in my last part, where I engage with a theologist to know if such theories are credible.